On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Brought down by Ed Oliver. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen flush to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A give running right is Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. This is taken at the 23. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Watson on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run again on first down. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's got room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation and showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 41, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Cooper, the man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. it's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kalen Ballage, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Allen now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Watson on the move to his left. Caught on the slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a run with Ballage, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kalen Ballage. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Balaj. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 24, Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 226 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This is taken around the 12. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Again, it's Balaj. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kalen Balaj with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. 236 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Alert, alert, alert!
Left side, Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One final try here for Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They run it again with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's Watson. Gets this to Moore, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Watson. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
To throw, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson now to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Buffalo, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.